Oh, hey, Kim. Thank you so much for being here and for the support. Oh, welcome from Iraq. Have a good time. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, silly. Good morning, I guess. Oh, best of luck with school, and thank you for stopping by. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're doing well yourself. Hey, Resant. Its updates are amazing. As always, looking forward to more amazing. Thank you, thank you. I told you in the comments, but I'll tell you again how much of a blast it was to have you reading the series, leaving comments on every other page. It was very exciting to receive all these notifications about new comments from someone who is reading, going through the whole story at once. So thank you, and very excited that you're up to date. Now you live for waiting for Saturdays, I guess. For more greyis. That is if you read it on the website, not on Webtoon. Webtoon is a different story. It takes a while to update. Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in. Oh, drawing on the wrong layer. Always so fun. I feel like we're finally going to peak for the boys and Daniel. I need someone to tell White how much of an insult his overthinking is about. Yeah. And it's funny because if you go back in general, even if you can't see it in the story, in general, White probably didn't have this idea. But it is the overthinking overlapping with the identity issue, like the identity issue that became such a glaring issue for him in that abandoned rooftop with Black's change and him regaining his memory and all that. Yeah. It just shows how much overthinking can lead to such drastic results, even though they are logical in theory. If you apply them to real life, they're so illogical. Daniel did peak this arc, didn't he? I was reading the story on a totally different website from Webtoon, then I discovered yours. I couldn't help myself. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can relate to White so much. I'm a horrible overthinker myself, and yes, Daniel is the one on the spotlight, and it's amazing. I love him so much. I never imagined that we'd reach this point where everyone is appreciating Daniel for what he's doing. And it goes to show how important he is as a therapist to White. I hope you find comfort and good things in general, positivity from White and what he represents with his overthinking and all that. Maybe Daniel can help you too. That would be the greatest thing for me, and why I'm doing all this actually. Haley. There goes emo Black with that smirk. Yes, evil Black. Welcome, welcome. I also read your clippings, and honestly, I thought you couldn't get more amazing, but you really are. Oh my god, thank you. I couldn't stop until I finished all the clippings. I even left. Really, I should check that. I hate the comment system for Webtoon because you don't get notifications about that. So I always have to go through the whole story whenever I'm traveling or on the run waiting for something. I just open the app and check all the episodes to see new comments. I do actually have a website for clippings. I made one, but it's not up to date, and I think it's poorly optimized at the moment. But it would be nice to have a website for clippings as well. But thank you so much for reading and leaving comments. I'm gonna check those out. And yeah, clippings have a lot in them. They work on their own, and then I feel like they give more if you read them with the main story. Okay, so now... story is hitting me in a very enjoyable way. Oh, I love the voice, I love their struggles. Thank you so much for sharing these thoughts. I really appreciate it. What's that? I don't think my mic picked up the noise of the planes that are really, really lower than usual, probably, the planes, because the sound is so loud. Anyway, um, I love how they want to be the best version of themselves, and that's exactly why I guess there are a lot of messages in the story, a lot of themes, but the most important thing, and the one that I wish the readers will stick to, is this: just trying every day to be the best version of yourself whenever you can. So thank you so much for sharing these thoughts. They're really, really encouraging. And I hope I don't disappoint. I continue to provide something good with this story for you. Hmm. Hey, Bankai, welcome. How often do I stream? Art streams are not that often. I stream every Saturday to format my manga to vertical formatting for Webtoon. But I'm trying to do more art streams, so right now there is no schedule. But I hope you, as long as you subscribe, you're gonna get notification when I stream. Hey, Draco. I'm feeling well, thank you. How are you? Yes, there is. And there's more to come. There's a few here. But I am setting up a print on demand shop that has more. Hopefully in October will be ready. I'm just waiting for the samples to check the quality, and then I'll announce it on Twitter and everywhere, Instagram. Well, I do. How do you know where your light source is from panel to panel? I know I have an understanding of the whole space and where they're sitting, the time of the day, and everything. But generally speaking, I believe, and how I work, and what I noticed from observing is putting in shades, especially with screen tones, isn't always for. Like, you don't always shade to give a representation of the light source. A lot of the times you use screen tones as a visual storytelling tool. So sometimes you don't follow realism, but follow what will bring out the art in the best possible way to make the whole thing readable and flows better. I don't think I have an example here. But it can be used like for contrast or for elevating or for, move the eye towards the point of focus. But yeah, generally speaking, understanding the space and where the light is coming throughout the scene is just a mental thing. Thanks for the follow. Where do you get inspiration to create black and white? I wanted to talk about friendship, and I wanted to talk about the idea of the heart versus the mind. So basically, this is where they came from, just like this emotional guy who is having it rough and his very rational best friend. A simple idea that grew bigger the more I thought of the cast and their backstories. I've noticed you use the tool to draw the glasses. What is the tool? It's a 3D model of glasses. It's you can get them through the Clip Studio Paint Asset Store. Have you ever thought to create an animation about your manga? I think it's really... thank you. It's a lot of work. I did some animations back in the day, like sometimes pixel animations, sometimes actual animations, but yeah, it's a lot of work. Just making an animation or like what do they call it? I don't know what they call these manga things, but when I create trailers to any new book launch, release, I always just go crazy with all the editing. So I don't know. It's a very nice thing to think about. And I always, like every trailer I start thinking of, I always think like, it would be nice if I can animate parts of the trailer. But yeah, I think I'm at this point thinking of if I have enough money, I'm gonna hire someone if I want to animate part of a trailer, because I do follow a few indie animators and I'd love to support some of them. But yeah, money first. You were summoned. Welcome, Elma. I hope you had a good time at work. Sure, don't worry. How far we've come that you can actually experiment animating on an iPad. That's really great. Yeah, that is the best part about the iPad. When I make extra, I do plan buy to buy one. To me, it's still the best digital art experience. The Apple Pencil on the iPad. I don't know. I didn't feel more comfortable. It's just the size, I guess. I don't know if you got my answer, Bankai. I didn't address it specifically. I didn't address you specifically. So, sure, you do ask. Don't worry about asking too much. And if it's something that needs a long answer or some demonstration, I will excuse myself for not being able to answer. But other than that, it's fine. Totally fine. Yeah, tips on saying sound effects for. Oh no, this is no. I'm currently at a creator's block when it comes to this, and yeah, it's kind of crazy how far an iPad. Yes, I'm not that good with sound effects, to be honest. But the best way is to just observe other manga. Find other manga that is in the same genre as your work, and observe there. Just collect in a folder all the sound effects that speak to you, your tone, and the story genre and all that, and study them. That is the only tip I can give, because I personally not that good with that one, and I haven't committed enough to have the knowledge. I follow a few letterers and translators, manga translators that translate from Japan, and they share sometimes some tips or some work in progress or pages that they're proud of, and I look at that as well. But don't let it stop you, honestly. Don't let it be a block, because when I started, I hated. We were talking about animation. I was more into studying animation or be an animator rather than a manga artist. I wasn't interested in comics and manga at all, and I hated everything that is comics and manga. I hated speech bubbles, sound effects. It all looked too goofy for me. I hate to say that, but that's how I used to view it. So the first, I guess, 2 books were so minimal. Like, we're talking about 14 chapters with so minimal sound effects. And I had to learn myself how important it is. And why it's there, with time. The boy's looking beautiful as usual. I'm such a big glasses black fan. Glad to hear that. I am not. I don't like glasses, but I'm always happy for everyone who is fan of him. And I remember to always make him put those glasses for those fans. That's what I'm currently using for my manga. I use Procreate and Procreate Dreams. I heard about Dreams. The only thing that makes me want to commit to go back to using, like, what I love about the iPad is that Clip Studio Paint is available on it, even though it sometimes feel like a light version. I don't know recently, because I haven't used the iPad to draw for a good while now. I'm just using it as a second display. I have a 2017 iPad Pro that I think Clip Studio Paint stopped releasing updates for Clip Studio Paint on that model. I think he looks more masculine with narrow rectangular glasses. Narrower than these, right? These are the geeky glasses. When you start creating grey is 2010. years ago.
It's 3 o'clock.
Okay. Chill, dude. Yeah, like the ones with no or barely. Yeah, those are easier to draw and to show the eyes. But I guess I just go with what he likes. To where he's been using these glasses for a good while throughout the story. Top guy hourly jump scare. Yeah, I know, right? It's too loud as well. Would you say you've developed your own style? Yeah, I honestly do. It keeps changing, like some details keeps changing, or whenever I do more face studies and stuff. But in general, I feel like I think this is a better answered by the readers. But I personally feel like there are a few things that I always do and still do. I draw often without needing to look up a lot of things. So I hope that looks like it. I feel like I did. I think it's kind of wild to work on a series for 15 years and not have your own style. Kind of when someone says, "Oh my god, the improvement from 2010," and I'm like, "Yeah, if I have been drawing since 2010 and there was no improvement, then I'm doing something super wrong." Sorry about the sketch of black. Sketch of black that you haven't lined yet looks so funny to me. Which one? Let's see. This one. This is when I just don't bother to add any details. Thank you, Basanat. Basant? Why did I say that? Thank you. It does take work, but as long as you enjoy it. I appreciate people who stop and watch and stare at the details. It's very comforting because usually manga is read really fast, just from one panel to the next. Sometimes you skip a whole panel. And we were talking about sound effects. This is one of the reasons why sound effects are very good, especially in like panels when a door opens or something that is happening without anyone saying anything. If you don't put a sound effect in those panels, you kind of lose the reader because they're gonna skim through the panels. Not all readers, but the majority of readers just walk past these and then feel confused, like what happened, when did they enter, stuff like that. But this is one of the reasons I realized why people use sound effects. I had to figure it out myself. Ugh. I wish I was a reader from way back then. I was too young, though. But I'm so happy to be here. See your amazing friends. Thank you. I'm always thankful to people who come across the story and stick to it, even with the faults in the early chapters. I always, just the other day, I posted my thanks on the Discord for everyone who gave the story a chance. I still have too much to say. This story is so fun and better than anything I read over the short years of my. Oh my god. And you don't know how much I appreciate. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and reading it for real. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best, and I'll continue to try my best till we reach chapter end, I guess. So who's your favorite character? Outside of Black and White, let's say. Hey, Andy. They are little for sure. I do have a Discord, but I'll have to apologize about giving feedback because I genuinely don't have the time, and to give feedback, you really need a certain mood. And oh no, oh no, wait a second. I think. Oh no. Yeah. So if you want to join, this is the Discord, but I have to be honest and apologize that I can't. But we do have art channels in the Discord, and there are a few members that are active there, and they'd be happy to maybe, I think, if you share it there, you might get some feedback. How are you doing, Andy? Math homework again, or? You were mentally complaining that I can't join the live because I had to go somewhere, but my brother's car broke down, so here I am. Sorry about the broken down parts for your brother, but I'm happy to have you. About an hour is good. I think that's the length of the stream anyway. I don't think I'll stay over 2 hours. Almost forgot the classes. I would have preferred to be home and do math homework with the live in the background. Hopefully we'll have the schedule. One day we'll have the schedule. It's gonna have to be when I start volume 11. Oh, perfect timing. You don't have to do with math again, Lee, but medical school, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of other things, I think. Ah, best of luck to anyone who is studying, man. I might have to measure medicine doses. I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot. Where is this thing? Speaking of medical school, will we see Eldar soon? I mean, he's definitely in volume 11. I'm not gonna talk about the last chapter of volume 10, but so far it looks like volume 11 is gonna start with a Eldar related thing, maybe. I hope not. Indeed. How much time do you usually give yourself? I'm a design engineer and newly married. Congratulations. I catch myself losing time rather than having time. Yeah, for sure. I guess I always have to adapt and adjust. I don't give myself time. It is my main job, so I do it all the time. But when there's other things taking from my time, I always try to take from my sleep, and I always use a timer when I work so I can focus and not get distracted by other things. So when you have time, it's good it's great to time yourself when you work and just know how much a panel can take you, for example. And if you're just starting, don't ask too much of yourself because speed comes with time. I like his complexity, hate his gut, but like to analyze his decisions. Ugh, I am. Story-wise, as a writer, I'm both excited and not so excited for him to become main cast because on one hand, raising the stakes tension and all that is fun to write. But at the same time, I'm kind of very afraid to write more of Yildar. It's, yeah, his complexity needs delicate care, I guess, when writing. He will. One day. Welcome, Alpha. I mean, I made the joke before that this arc is the training arc for the boys. In shonen terms, this is the training arc. And we all know what happens after a training arc. But maybe not directly. I really want to have fun with Volume 11. I just want... just to have fun. I mentioned this before. I want to draw like, I just want to not have to be stuck to certain events, or like with Black, he had to do the resolution. From the start, I had to walk the story towards the Thai incident, and then I had to resolve the incident, and then Black's memory, and then White, and then... So there are... Remember how Volume 8 kind of was a chill one in general. I know there's chapter 62, which is the darkest chapter I've ever written, but generally speaking, no events that you have to reach, like Larissa's birth, Larissa giving birth, or stuff like that. And I kind of want to chill like that. I need a break after Volume 10. This volume took a lot of me. So many things that I had to address and think of and problem solve, how to fit everything in this book. So we're gonna start to lay out the pieces and build the new road towards what's to come. You saw it as a possibility? Yildar is the big thing that should be the end goal. Not the end goal, but like the goal to head towards, the destination. DV? Jang, I say, what are you cooking, D? It's been simmering in the background for so long. It's like a 1,000 piece jigsaw, but basically. So wait, his hair is like this, so the reflection is going to be like this. Yeah. We have Noir as well. I've teased Noir White before. We also have Noir Black at some point. Violet, we have Inad with the notebook, with the journal that Yildar gave him. So there are a few things already. Now I wonder what it'd be like joining greyis from Volume 11, because binging Volume 10 sounds like, yeah, Yeah, this is my worry. I mentioned this before. I feel like volume 10 is best read by chapter weekly. This is the best way for volume 10 to be read. I don't think it's enjoyable at all to read it all at once. And I didn't think that the weekly updates does it good as well. I've always thought that this story doesn't work well with weekly updates. This is why I try to do my best to have enough buffer so I can release by scene, maybe. I feel like it acts as the dead character that the boys will solve his mistakes, not face him directly. That's Amir. We already have a dead character. No, we need the intensity. What do you mean? I actually am waiting for Noir and Black. Same. I wrote a lot of scenes already. Not a lot. 3, maybe. Fun. Noir and Black is a must. But more. I wrote more of Noir and White, to be honest. But not as much as I want to see the letter. Funny you mentioned that. I have this on my desk. I have an envelope on my desk, maybe for reference. Who knows? The letter addressed by White, Jad, and me. The letter? You're not talking about the envelope? Okay. We need the drama, the tea, the soap opera level of. Ooh, yeah. Sleepy isn't here to tease that. The more drama, the more potential for hug and ice cream. So if Sleepy watch this later, watch it. Hey, Sleepy. I said what I said. Noir and White, though, I need that. Yeah. Gonna be fun. I hope. Everything seems so fun in my head, and then once I'm done with the pages and I start updating them, all the doubts just pour in. Which is fine. It's a good time for them to pour in because there's nothing to do after that. The pages are already done. So as long as the excitement is there for creating, all is well, I guess. Bum, bum, bum. 50. Let's go 50. Oh, wait. Sorry, the YouTube comments just were sent all together right now. Let's see. Oh my god. How much? No, we read this. This makes me more excited for both the ending of Volume 10 and the start of Volume 11. I'll definitely be on the lookout for your streams. After work today, I'll continue my one-shot. Best of luck on your one-shot. And thank you for coming. We always love to have you. Anyway, I can support your manga. I think it's only this shop. And maybe soon the other shop for all the merchandise. Hopefully by October, it'll be up and running. That's gonna be the easiest way, I think, for everyone to support, because my shop has the books mostly, and the shipping prices are kind of high from Jordan directly. But the other shop, the print-on-demand shop that I'm gonna be opening, is gonna be managed by another company. So thank you for wanting that. There are really so many things to discover and so many mysteries to uncover. Yildar, there's so much, and I'm afraid of his actions in the future. The DNA test letter hurts my heart to think about it. Please let him be his biological son. Hopefully I won't let you wait too long. There will definitely be a break between volume 10 and 11, so please don't hate me. I need white and black dynamics in each other. The other younger self, that what I live for right now. A lot of people love that, and I never understood why, but I'm very happy with it. I'm always happy when somebody comments about this. Interactions between white and black with the other younger self. A part of me hopes we'll never know Schrodinger's family. Know about the envelope? Yeah, one of the... I placed 2 orders, and I added more merchandise, so one of the orders is in transit, so I can't wait. But I've seen a lot of people, like other artists, opening their shops and retweeting the customers' reactions. It does seem like great quality, but still, I'd love to see them myself before announcing. Just to be sure with the pricing, especially, because I kind of lowered the prices on everything because I didn't know how the quality is. So on the safe side, not ask too much for something that isn't perfect. As perfect as it can be, I guess. Okay. Let's go to the last one. Hey, Naru, welcome. For my calendar for October for Dee's new shop. Hopefully it won't take longer than October. Maybe it could be earlier than October. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Naru, and welcome. I'll wait and continue supporting you here from Egypt. Welcome, welcome. I'll pray to Allah for yours. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, Andy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Going to give you a sub also. Oh, thank you, Bankai. Thank you so much. Which one is your favorite volume? Hey, and and you always come by the end. I hate it. Not entirely by the end, because I will continue. I just will have to end the stream for lunch in 10 minutes. And then I'll come back to stream. I'm sorry. I'll just have lunch and come back. black giving white clothes. Actually, he was working on this jacket. Fixing a button or something. Great to have a designer friend. The store doesn't deliver to... Are you sure of the... Which store? My store? I'm glad that you asked, and I've been waiting for someone to comment. That's why I can say this. Make sure of the address, because if it's not complete, sometimes it just gives you that it doesn't ship to there, but I ship everywhere. The company I use ships everywhere, and I'm pretty sure I shipped to Bahrain before. I was gonna say volume 7, but I was waiting for your confirmation that you were asking about the books. I kind of guessed that it's gonna be volume 7, your favorite. I just thought of Black helping a friend with cosplay. If I had enough knowledge on the whole cosplay culture, because I don't like to add things that I don't have enough knowledge on. This is why I mentioned that I do think future characters, like maybe there will be a YouTuber, because I follow a lot of YouTubers, so I know that culture. I know how to write a character around that. Thank you. I'll just go have lunch in 5. In 2 minutes, actually. I sent my mother telling her that I'll go downstairs in 10 minutes, and that was 8 minutes ago, so I have 2 minutes. Let's just fill the blacks. How about that? Hair, t-shirt, socks, boots. Nope, just the boots. And this top as well. Where's Black's other? Now I'm tempted to draw Black with a puppet making OC of mine. Live and doesn't act for the soul, 100%. I love the other page next to what you're working. This one that we worked on last time. Okay, so I plan to come back and work on another page, just some backgrounds for the following page. But in case something happens and I'm prevented or with life life prevents me from continuing the stream, I think it's safer to end the stream, and I will start it again. So if you're not following, follow Twitch or YouTube so I can get a notification when I continue. Thank you, and that's all. I've inputted the full address and refreshed the page, and then I will check if I think. Wait, let me see. I want to see if I can see an because it shows usually it will show me an abandoned cart, so I can see the address that you're putting in and maybe check on my end. If I can't see it, yeah, I don't think I can see it. Feel free to DM me somewhere, anywhere, so I can check about it if you're interested. Sorry that that's happening. And thank you for wanting to support, Alpha. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you in half an hour. If not, next stream. Thanks all for coming, and have a good day.